Record, share screen. Okay, and let me know if we're good. Give me a little thumbs up. Good? Okay. All right. So this week, I thought it was very fitting to talk about recipe for success and what kind of things you need in this business to be successful. And I thought that it was good to talk about, since we're coming into the end of the year. A lot of us are goal setting for 2016, and I know that this time of the year brings a lot of discouragement for coaches, because it is a hard time to get people to commit to challenge packs and to making another jump in their life or a change in their life and sign up as coaches. It's just a crazy time of the year. And so I think having this to kind of maybe motivate some of us again, or just a little reminder of things to keep in mind as you're going through this month. And then obviously your whole coaching career time, things that are just needed to be successful and to kind of keep you moving. So some key ingredients for building a successful business. Number one, you must first decide that you want to build your business and take the steps necessary to build it. So you need to decide and you need to commit that you're going to build this business. So we always talk about the 3 vital behaviors, and honestly, we probably sound like a broken record. But seriously, there's no other secret to this business. You have to be doing those every single day to get where.
Hey, Thea, I don't want to interrupt you, but I think it's stuck. You might just have to close it and open it again, because it's stuck on before you hit present. I just don't want you to go through it and not have it be working. Try it one more time.
Just did. Let me know.
There we go. It's perfect now. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So like I was saying, the 3 vital behaviors, and some of you in here might just be hobby coaches, or I don't think we would have any discount coaches on our team call tonight, but I know that there's a handful of in here that want to really run with this business. So making sure that you're doing those 3 vital behaviors every single day is what's going to give you that motivation and that momentum to keep going throughout the year. We'll get more into each one of these different points as we get going in the call, but for the first one, the fact of the matter is your success is directly related to the degree in which you're willing to work. People want to see your vision. They want to see your guidance on your team, and you need to put in that work and decide that you're going to build this business. The speed of the leader determines the speed of the pack. So making sure that you're doing those 3 vital behaviors so that you can motivate your team to do the same things. Number 2, you must have a strong belief in the products, the business, and yourself. If you're not backing the products and the business 100%, you're obviously not going to get very far in it. Doesn't mean that you have to love every single program that Beachbody puts out there, but I mean, you can't be trying to get people to buy an at-home fitness program and only post about and rave about going to the gym and using products that aren't part of Beachbody. So you need to have that belief in the products. You need to have belief in the business, whether or not you're at the point that you want to be at. You can share things in ways that this business has helped others. The third one, you must have a strong, deep-rooted reason of why. This is a huge one, and I'm excited to get to that one later on. And then the last one, you must be willing to learn and grow and remain coachable. So the first one, decide and commit to building your business. So some questions to ask yourself. Do you have the mindset of a business owner? And then I heard this part on a different training call. Or are you coming from a poverty mindset? So treating the business like a business. If you're going to run this business like a business, then you have to do what's necessary to get there and to do that. If you treat it like a business, you're going to get paid like it's a business. If you treat it like a hobby, you're just going to get the rewards of it being a hobby. So think about the actions that you've made since you signed up as coaching, and ask yourself, do these actions that I'm doing and the consistency of my actions, does that say and does that show a business mindset? Are you treating your business like a business? Because you may be wanting to be a business coach, but your actions and your consistency of them are speaking a hobby coach instead. So I'm just hoping that this brings a little bit of clarity to that. When you peel back the onion of Beachbody coaching, it is a business. A lot of people don't see it as a business because it's very easy to get signed up. Anybody can be a Beachbody coach, and that's one of the reasons why people don't see it as being a business. So I feel like a lot of people, when they first come into this business, see it more as a hobby and treat it like so. So the business mindset is you're going to come into this, you're going to put the money and the time into it to treat it like a business and to build it like a business. The poverty mindset is somebody that can't really get over the fact that we have to pay a $15.99 monthly fee, or we have to have 90 PV worth of products every single month. And they just, they can't get over the fact that they have to put effort and money into this in order to reap the benefits in the future. So depending on which mindset you're coming from, when you talk to people, you're going to project that mindset to them, and it will all, I can't think of the words that I'm trying to say, but whatever your mindset is going to reflect in how you're talking to people, how you're posting, and how you're motivating others. And then, are you making Success Club a non-negotiable? Goes along with deciding and committing each and every month that you're building this as a business. This is another thing that we repeat all the time, but Success Club should be a non-negotiable for people that are really looking to build this as a business and get those benefits as a business. You have to be consistent in your posting, in your inviting, in your personal development. You have to do those things. You have to make a commitment to stick with those all the time, and you have to make a commitment that you are going to help at least 3 people every single month. That not only will give you the benefits that month, but hopefully those people are ones that will stay on Shakeology, and that continues to build your business every single month from there on after. Okay, so number 2, having and sharing your belief in the product and the business. So like I said, you don't have to love every single program and product that Beachbody has to offer, but you have to back up these products, and you have to share and show why you love the products and why you love the business. Make a list of why you love the products. I finally found a nutrition plan that works for me. I hate calorie counting. Shakeology has helped my health issues that I've had going on. It keeps my immune system strong. I don't have to get dressed to go to the gym because God knows I don't match half the time. And you get instruction from world-class trainers for a one-time cost. So a lot of people spend that money for personal training at the gym, which is fabulous. I'm not putting that down at all, but Beachbody allows you to have one-on-one training with world-class trainers, and all you have to do is pay that one time for that program. Okay, so building a belief in the business and sharing that is where it tends to get a little bit tricky, because a lot of us, including myself, aren't at the point where we want to be in the business. And I always thought when I first started, how am I supposed to share about this business when, I'm not making 6 figures? At that point, I wasn't doing Beachbody full time. What am I supposed to share about this that people are going to be like, oh my gosh, look at that. That business is awesome. But you need to take what Beachbody has done for you right now up until this point. What positive things has it done for your life to this point? So, right now, I am my own boss. I did make that change to do Beachbody full time. September was my first month doing that. So these are the things that I can share about now. No alarm clock. I don't have to call into work and ask for permission off when I'm sick. That should be a capital I right there. I apologize. I have the freedom to spend as much time as I want with the ones that I love. That's a huge thing for me. I always had the dream of staying home with my kids in the future. I can now do that. And then no Sunday anxiety or Monday blues. So what things, think about right now, what positive things has Beachbody done for you? Whether or not it's allowed you to pay for your, maybe it's allowed you to pay for your car payment, or you were able to plan a trip to Disney with your kids. Something like that. Those are actually things that more people can connect with rather than, you built this dream multi-million house or whatever. A lot of people can't connect with that because it doesn't seem real to them. So the things that you have in your life right now are things that people can relate to. Taking your family on the vacation, like I said, even being able to just work part-time or something like that. Whatever positive things it has done for your life to this point are things that are worthy of sharing with others. Okay, that shows your belief in that business. So then along with the belief in the products and the business, you need to have belief in yourself. When I first started coaching, Ashley can attest to this, I really wasn't a person that had much confidence at all, in really anything. So it was a struggle for me in the beginning to think that people are going to want to learn from me and come from me. And I was a fitness instructor and personal trainer for years. That's where I came from before I started Beachbody. And I still just, I wasn't sure that I could actually get people to feel comfortable with these products and everything. I didn't have a huge transformation. I didn't have kids and lost all the baby weight. So I didn't feel like I really had much to share with it. But this business has taught me a lot and personal development has taught me that whatever you have is wonderful. And whatever you have to share with others is great because your story is going to connect with somebody else's story. Okay? So having that belief in yourself, your posture and how you speak about the products in the business, your words and your attitude, it's all going to come out as you're messaging people, as you're posting on Facebook, as you're talking to people in person. That's how they're really going to believe in the products and the program, or the products and the business also, is from you. I mean, that's their first little glimpse into whatever you're trying to sell them or to get them to do. You are what they see and what they hear first. So you need to speak confidence. You need to speak, excited and happy about this business and about the products, and take the time to invest in your own personal growth. And personal development is one of the 3 vital behaviors that honestly I lack in. I need to make sure that I set the book out in front of me or set a timer to listen to the podcast or whatever. I would just rather be doing other things for the business. But what's funny is that when I'm on top of my personal development is when I see the greatest growth in my business, because I think that I'm pretty freaking badass. I think that I can, get to where I want to be and reach my goals. So you're your greatest business asset. Your voice, your life, your actions, and your attitude play this huge role in building a successful business. People are going to connect and they're going to fall in love with you before they fall in love with the product. Okay, so this is the one that I'm very excited to get to because this is huge in this business and really any kind of goal that you have in your life. Your why is your driving force in this business. So if you think 3 months from now or 5 years from now, what are you willing to work for in the future? What are you willing to give up now so you can get what you want in your future? For me, I have 2 different whys. So I have a picture of my husband and I on the left. We don't have any kids right now, but a huge thing for me was being able to stay home with my future family. And we had always discussed if financially we were able to do that, he would love for me to do that also. And I didn't think that it was possible. I always thought that was just a dream that people could have, but I want to be there for my kids and, be able to take them where they need to go. And if they're sick, I don't want to have to worry about calling off of work. It's a huge goal and a huge dream of mine. And that's what keeps me going, is thinking about my future. Another why for me is I have a picture of my younger brother on the right, and he's 24. He has cerebral palsy, and my father passed away when I was young. So he's living with my mother, and he will always continue to live with my mother. And I know that there's a time in my life where I'm going to be his legal guardian, and I want to be able to take him in and provide for him without any struggle. That's one that really sinks deep into my heart. That's what you need to have. He has a lot of medical bills, and he goes with a lot of programs to help him out. And it's something that just keeps me going in this business because I want to be able to do that so badly for him without throwing my family, into financial tizzy or whatever. So what is your long-term vision. What do you want so badly that you're willing to make short-term sacrifices for long-term success? I want these things so badly that I will, not watch a TV show that I have recorded, or, if not go out with friends one night because, I don't know, there's a training call, or I want to get this done. I want to make a training for my team. You need to have such a deep why that even when obstacles come up, roadblocks, even when people buy a challenge pack from somebody else, when they said that they were going to buy it from you, that you will continue to keep pushing because of your why, because of your reason why you want to succeed. Along with your why becomes crafting your story. Okay, so why do you need a strong why is because developing your why will lead you to crafting your story. And this was something that I struggled with in the beginning. And I said, well, I don't have a story. Like I said, I didn't lose any baby weight. I haven't gotten my family out of debt. I blah, 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 blah. I didn't think that I had anything to share until these past couple of months. I started to take things that have happened to me and say, you know what, those are things that you can share with people. So I didn't lose a ton of weight from Beachbody programs, but I became healthier from the inside. I now get to stay home with my future kids because I was able to make the change to do Beachbody full time. I'm feeding my health problems that I've had going on for several years with things to improve my health rather than poisoning them with stress and anxiety. I'm creating financial freedom for my family. I have more confidence in myself and my abilities, and I got to leave a job that I was unhappy with. Those are things that Beachbody has done for me, and those are things that I now share in my story. So, crafting your story is the next thing. You need your background, and I got this from a different training call that I had listened to, and she went around it in a very good way because your story doesn't have to be long. It should be short and sweet. It should kind of leave people wanting to ask you more questions and come to you to find out more. So your background, where you started, what you didn't like about where you started, how Beachbody came into your life and how it impacted your life in a positive way. Your results from Beachbody, that can be financial results, it can be weight loss, anything like that. And then how Beachbody will impact the future for you and your family. So I like what she said. She said, facts tell, but stories sell. And I thought that was really cool because, like I said, people are going to fall in love with you and your story before they fall in love with any product that Beachbody has to offer. So my story turned into this, and I will just read it for you guys real quick. I started coaching in May 2014. At that time, I was bouncing between different teaching jobs, having a hard time securing a full-time one, working my butt off, yet not reaping any benefits. I was waking up and just kind of going through the motions of life. I had been battling various health issues for the past 6 years and knew that the stress and anxiety and deep sadness that I faced every work week wasn't helping my body to heal. However, I felt trapped with no place to go. Beachbody came into my life at the exact moment that I needed it. I started to develop the desire to live this life that I have always dreamed of. I started to desire freedom in my life that I never knew was actually possible. I had a goal that by my 27th birthday, I would begin living my life on my terms and how I want. With hard work, lots of prayers, and lots of personal growth, I met that goal a couple months before my deadline. Now I am a full-time coach, no more stressing about my work week, no more going through the motions. I am full of life and energy and pure happiness. Ridding my life of stress and anxiety each day, along with the health benefits of Shakeology, my personal health has never been better. The best part is I have the freedom to spend as much time as I want with the ones I love, and I will be able to stay home with my future kids. So not long, I took my background, what I didn't like about it, how Beachbody came into my life, how it impacted me in a positive way, and what my future is looking like now that I have Beachbody, right? All right, and then the last point that I had on the first slide was to always be willing to learn and grow and to remain coachable. So great leaders start as great coaches. Seek out your own training. So don't wait for your upline coach or somebody else to hand you training, on a silver platter. Go get it yourself. When I first started, I was so excited about the business and reaching my goals that any free time that I had, I was looking up videos on YouTube and I was looking in the back office and I was just trying to find out as much as I could about this business because I wanted it to move fast. So you need to be willing to go out there and find your own training. What you get from that training, you need to put into action. So there's always a lot of tips and advice that you get from a training call. You don't have to put them all into action at once. Put the different points on a Post-it note and take one a day or one a week and put it into action and see, go back and see what it does for your business. If it worked, great, stick with it. If it didn't, you might want to give it another try, but after a couple of tries, maybe it's just not for you. Everybody's different in this business, but make sure you take what you're learning and actually put it into action. Take ownership of your learning. So you all have an upline coach. However, you need to be, it goes along with the one on the right, you need to be resourceful and independent and take ownership of your own learning. So yes, we love, I love helping my team. I love when they come to me with questions. They're great. I know all of you guys are great, and you don't go to your upline for everything, and you shouldn't, because you need to be independent in this business. You need to, go to the frequently asked questions. Even if you don't have time, make the time just to plug it in for a couple of minutes and find out what it is that you're looking for, because being independent will allow you to then train your own team and find those questions for your own team. And then don't stop when you've reached a goal. Keep pushing and go past where you thought that you could. So even if you hit Success Club, don't stop there. Don't say, okay, now I'm going to keep all these people over here that I've already planted the seeds for and wait to invite them till next month so I can hit Success Club next month too. I've done that before, and it doesn't get you very far. So keep going. If you've hit Success Club 5, shoot for 10. If you've hit 10, go. Keep going. You'll always find more people. There are so many people to help. So many. So keep inviting and keep going past those goals that you had set for yourself. Okay? Continue to grow. Continue to be willing to learn and just remain coachable. Soak in as much information as you can. I think I'm pretty much done here. So before we get to one other thing that we're starting new on these calls, does anybody have any questions or comments?
That was great, Dea. That was a really good job.
Good. I'm glad. Okay. So our new thing for our team calls is we're going to get a little participation going. I know we have like 5 minutes, but a lot of times at the end of the calls, people just kind of sit there. So we want people to talk. This is our way of getting to know each other and stuff. So for anybody that's willing to participate, share with us one struggle that you faced this week or the past couple of weeks, and share with us one triumph or something that you were pleasantly surprised with in your business. Go.
Is everybody looking at the same top screen? Like, does it start Madonna and then me?
Madonna and Angie, I have.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll go first then. So a triumph for me this week was I got to start working out again, which is fantastic after 8 weeks. I'm on day 2 and I'm super sore, but I feel like I can go do anything because I'm just all hyped about it. And something I'm struggling with is actually hitting Success Club because it is an icky time of year, and I will hit it by the end of the month because it is non-negotiable for me. But I am struggling with that right now, but there's plenty of time.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else?
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
My mute was freezing. A struggle I've had this week is actually personal development, which actually isn't usually that hard for me, but I have not had the best attitude lately. And for some reason, when I don't have the best attitude, it's harder for me to do personal development. It should be the opposite way, but it's not in actuality. So that was definitely a struggle. And a triumph is just hearing from someone that I never in a million years thought was watching what I was doing, and hearing that they have been watching for a really, really long time. And it's just always, no matter how many times you get those messages, they always lift you so far to know that people who have never liked a post that you've made, they've never commented on a post that you've made, you would never in a million years know that they even saw what you were doing, but they did, and it made a difference. So that was good.
Those are always a good feeling.
I have one.
Go for it.
The struggle that I've had has just been being consistent because the past week has been really difficult for my family. We've had a lot going on. So it's been really consistent to like share Beachbody stuff. And now I want to like segue back into my Beachbody stuff this week and let people know like, hey, I'm still here. Like, you know, life happens, but I'm still here. So I'm trying to get back on track with that. But my success is that I had a non-scale victory and I'm back into non-maternity jeans. So I'm happy about that.
Nice work.
Thanks.
Okay, I have one.
Okay.
My high for the week was that I got to meet a lot of my fellow team members at the Smash Party, and it was really, really great to be with people and to make new friends. We had so much fun, and Nick wants to comment on the cheese that he ate. I would say the struggle that I'm having is a little bit of motivation with my eating. I'm making good choices, but I'm also making a couple not so good choices. And so I just want to step that up a little bit.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
And the first part of that is realizing that you don't want to keep making those bad choices. Anybody else?
I'll go.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm just really struggling with the inviting. I feel like we're supposed to invite, but you can't say, hey, you know, I'm doing this program. Do you want to join? So I'm kind of confused on the inviting part of it. Am I just supposed to like make relationships? Is that part of the inviting? I guess that's my question.
As far as inviting people, like
Yeah.
people that you haven't talked to in a while? Is that what you're talking
Exactly. Or people I don't even know.
Well, yes. So, I mean, Ashley would probably have more advice on this one because I know I always look at her as being great at building relationships with people. But you definitely need to build that relationship before you go out and invite them. You can even work that into the whole entire process. Ashley, do you have something to touch on that?
I think that you're on the right track. I think you are overthinking it a little bit. Definitely start by building a relationship first. I don't ever think just throwing an invite at somebody is going to get you somewhere, because when people do it from other companies, to me, I cringe like it's the worst. So you don't want to do that. It will flow naturally as you build relationships. It's just important that you're always communicating and building relationships with people every single day. So I would count relationship building as technically inviting. As long as an invitation process might take you a week because you're, talking to that person all week. You might not get to the actual invitation for a week or 2 weeks, but you're building up to it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Well, can I say something?
Yes.
I know when I originally got an invite, and this was a long time ago, and I tried to get back into working out, and I re-injured myself, so I fell back off. But the girl that had originally invited me was somebody that I had not talked to in a very long time. I used to work with her. So when she kind of sent me an invite, it wasn't like, I think I know where you're coming from. We know that a lot of it, we have scripts that we can go by. So you kind of feel like people are kind of reading between the lines, but they don't. Believe me, they don't. I had no clue that she was sending me basically a scripted message inviting me to work out. I just thought, oh, cool. Yeah, I would love to work out, So yeah, don't overthink it.
Okay.
And I always try to, especially if it's somebody I haven't talked to in a while, I comment on a post or ask them a question about something, and then I kind of break it into a conversation, and it just kind of flows. And then a lot of times I find out that they've been watching me, and they'll ask me a question or comment on what I'm doing. So, but I don't know how long you've been doing it. I haven't been doing it that long, only about 3 months. And people are just now starting to kind of crawl out of the woodwork and make comments and send me like private messages. So.
Okay.
Do you have a triumph for the week, Madonna?
I'm finally getting better from my cold.
That's great. I know your whole house was like out of commission for a little bit.
Absolutely.
Does anybody else want to share their triumph and their struggle for the week?
No.
Come on, Angie. I know you have something.
Oh yeah, I have a struggle. Technology sucks. That's
a struggle.
Hey, that also goes along with your triumph.
Yes. Thank you, Amanda. Yes.
See?
I was like ready to like rip my hair out. Yes. I'm too old for technology. If I could just like write little letters and put them in a mailbox, good.
But you're not. You figured it out yesterday, and now you're set to go. Now it's a huge triumph, and you don't
I'm
have to
better
worry
now.
about it again.
I'm better now.
4 minutes. There's plenty of time for other people to share.
I'll go.
Okay.
So my struggle has been working out at home in the morning, like before work. I just have felt lately that for some reason, like maybe the 30 minutes like isn't enough for me. And maybe in the morning I'm like, well, I don't really want to do 2 workouts. So I've been going to the gym and I feel like a cheater, but I'm trying to like incorporate 21 Day Fix moves like when I go to the gym, and that's been helping a lot, like using the knowledge I have from that. And then a triumph would be I've had a lot of likes to my business page because I've done some ads for that, and connecting with those people. And then I just had a girl message me who I didn't anticipate, like whatever message me, asking me about like her fitness goals and stuff. So that's a triumph.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do I do? Just talk?
Yeah.
I guess triumph would be that I showed up to the all action. And also I added, this was last week, but I added 6 people to they added themselves to the water group. So that made me feel like at least if I make a post, people will respond to it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and a couple girls have been like messaging me, asking me about it, aren't interested in buying any products or coaching or anything yet, but at least, I put the bird in their ear, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
All people that came to me, like I haven't reached out to anyone yet, so that's kind of, it's like I plan to do more stuff, but like I said, I'm just really behind trying to catch up on everything, and I feel like total garbage right now. I think I'm getting that cold that everyone else has.
But you're planting the seed, so that's good.
All right, so I'll jump in really quick. Can you hear me?
We can.
Okay. So my triumph for the week was that one of my challengers has lost 22 pounds.
Ooh.
So I'm super, super excited about that. That totally makes my week. And for my flip side of that, my first coach signed up, super excited, and then today she canceled. So that was a total bummer. I think she had the poverty mentality. So I'm circling back on that, and we'll see what happens. But I'll just keep chugging along.
If it makes you feel any better, I had 3 coaches cancel on Friday. So
it does make me feel better. I'm sorry for that, but
life happens. It totally happens, but that's okay. You just have to keep pushing forward.
It definitely happens.
Right.
All right. I think we're pretty much out of time here.
Yes.
So before it cuts us off without saying goodbye, thank you everybody for showing up tonight. We always love seeing all your lovely faces.
Thank you so much, Dea.
No problem.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.